hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
and
hop,
oh God,
hop.
what's
Hip
up with you?
gas.
Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest.
Let's talk about Jimmy, your boy Jim Jones. Jim Jones was on the podcast, not the podcast. He was on the Breakfast Club. He was talking about a mirage of things, but he's been on this campaign as of late, last couple of weeks or so. Yeah. I think it was when, did they have the top 50 hip hop rappers? Did something like that come out? Whatever the case may be. Right. He brought up Pusha T. Mm-hmm. Why? I don't know. No fucking idea.
Right.
But he basically saying Pusha T is not a top 50 rapper of all time. In fact, he has NBA YoungBoy in front of Pusha T. Said it many a times. Went on the Breakfast Club and doubled down. Got a lot of criticism for it. I don't know if he was trying to be a boxing promoter and promote some situation between himself and Pusha T on the verses, even though we ain't seen the verses in years. I don't know what the...
I can do a verse with one hit.
Bro, I don't know what the MO was, man. But a lot of people were up in arms about it. I want to get your thoughts on his thoughts on Pusha T, and where do you have Pusha T? You don't got to give me a number, but is he in your top 50? How do you think of Pusha T as an artist?
Oh, yeah. Shit. Hell yeah. Top 50 like a mug. You know? But I don't think Jim Jones in the top 50 at all. You know, and I'm not saying I don't like Jim Jones. I'm not saying that. I just think when you're talking about lyricist, rapper, like, I could easily name 50 people. You know what I mean? If you gave me a list, not the top of my head, but if I had a list of rappers, I mean, come on, dog. I don't know if he's even in the top 100. And I mean, in the rappers at this point in time. I mean, you know, Ballin' was forever ago. Not to say he had little stuff here and there, but that was it for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's never been, you know, one of the top guys on Dipset like that. Hell no. Yeah. He's been, you know, a kind of a trendsetter, influential in certain little things and shit like that. Different sayings and shit like that, running around, you know, with the copyright infringement, Louis Vuitton shit, trying to turn it into his own and shit like that. Niggas just can't be original out here. But yeah, nah, I just don't. Come on, man, that's disrespect to even. I don't know what's like the issue of calling out Pusha T. Don't you know that he will kill you? When I say kill you, I ain't talking about like physically, but like lyrically, he will kill you, Jim Jones. He will. So what are you doing?
I think Jim Jones is underrated.
Oh,
hold on. Hold on. Let me see where I'm going with this. I think he's underrated in the fact that Jim Jones does have some songs out there that are dope. I listen to a lot of the songs while I'm working out, and I like them. Right, I do. Damn. Epitome, State of the Union. It's a few songs that I do fuck with Jim Jones. So I do think, as an artist, I feel like he probably feels like he's underappreciated. That being said, he ain't no Pusha T. He said that you can't name 5 of Pusha T's records. I just have to totally disagree with that.
Right. He
said that he don't talk about anything but drugs and all this stuff. But with all due respect, Jim Jones, we've had people in here, and we're not gonna name any names, but have had conversations that say you wasn't all the way 100 and authentic with some of the things that you put out either. So we'll just leave it at that. But call my bluff. The games we play, you don't know, Infrared, Nostalgia, Santeria. I was 7 right off the top of my head, and I can name much more from Pusha T.
Right.
Don't take away all of the fucking magic that Pusha T has dropped just simply because we think he just talks about dope music, grinding with his brother. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that we've heard Pusha T drop, and when we listen to him, you can feel the fucking bars. He is spitting some bars. So I don't agree with it. I'm not going to sit back and say that he's wrong for having his opinion. I don't know where the energy came from, but I don't agree with it by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know where Pusha T falls in my top 50, but he's definitely in that motherfucker. And he's definitely closer to 1 than he is 50. I'll put it that way.
Jim Jones in the top 50?
No.
Top 100?
Yeah.
Of all time?
Yeah, nigga, because I don't know if I can name 100 rappers.
I mean, but come on, like, you know how many rappers came out of New York and Atlanta, all these different places? That nigga ain't no top 100, bro.
I'm not
think about what you think, Mark.
Damn. Listen to Epitome, listen to State of the Union, and I named 3 songs. I'm not in here trying to say that he's anywhere close. I know I got 3 songs that I fuck with hard. You know what I'm saying? Paul, it's balling. It's balling.
And that was what? We was in high school back then?
Just coming out. We was definitely hitting 19-year-old clubs and shit. It wasn't in 21-year-old clubs yet.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But do you think it's a publicity stunt? Do you think it's a way just to kind of garner attention or get attention towards him and Pusha T for some sort of situation? It don't look like Pusha T's entertaining this shit at all.
Dog, do you really think? Listen,
It's just his personal opinion.
but still, like them two on the verses, this is crazy. Like this is not even a matchup.
Flashback of Kiss.
Yeah,
In New York, it wouldn't matter.
what matter?
Pusha T from VA, he would fuck him up in New York.
I mean, Pusha T just put Drake in a fucking body bag.
Not only Drake, he got Wayne for a while.
Oh yeah,
Got Baby for a while. He was
Right.
eating up the whole goddamn Young Money crew for a little bit,
right.
and he got him.
Yeah,
So
dead.
yep.
Nail in coffin. Like it's like, come on, man. And I'm not the biggest Pusha T fan at all. I'll tell you. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like his music.
Right.
I'm just not the biggest fan of his. I respect, what he did, but like Jim Jones is a joke to me when it comes to. I mean, he got his little. Honestly, man, I got it. Like as far as like real, like I don't know, lyricism. He's just a joke. He can make dope songs every now and then, but I don't consider him a lyricist like that. I just don't.
When I looked at Dipset as a whole,
Right.
and I looked
I
at
got
Cam,
Jewels,
and I
that
like
dude.
Jewels, and
Yeah.
and what was that? Cam and who's Hell Rel?
Right.
It was the beats though. Don't matter who I just named. It was the beats that got you with Dipset. Like them fucking beats came on, and you turn on that motherfucker, and it sounded like an anthem before you even heard anything, and then they just came in
Yeah.
and delivered with the energy.
Yeah.
I think that's what made them popular. Even the ones I named from Jim Jones, the fucking production is ridiculous.
Real shit.
It's the production, bringing with
And
the
Rockefeller,
energy.
that's not Rockefeller helped him too when he got with the Rock. That they was shining at when he got with the Rock, and that's when I really appreciated him more. But what about the whole Mace thing, man? That's
So Mace is obviously like he was Harlem's Jordan in hip hop for a little while.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them cats looked up to him for a lot of good reason.
Mhm.
And I could see why some people feel some type of way about him. But when you on the top and you one of the top dudes in the game, you're going to have some resentment. You know what I'm saying? And that just is what it is. It don't surprise me. I was happily surprised to see Cam and Mace get back together
Oh,
and
yeah.
squash their differences.
Yep.
Because years ago, we were talking about how they were beefing and they were getting at each other on wax on records too. You know what I'm saying? But they started together, like Mark just said, Children of the Corn. So there's some history there. I don't know what Jim Jones' problem is with Mace, but that is what it is, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Obviously they got something bigger than what we know about. I mean, Cam's cool. Hey, and they got the show now that's pretty popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You can stay out of that shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got on that.
Yeah, man.
So you showed me a video earlier for your Bulls.
Yeah.
Now the Breakfast Club and $1 Million Worth of Game, they did a collab joint. The
Yeah.
Breakfast Club were guest on $1 Million Worth of Game, and the conversation came up. Charlamagne brought up about highest paid black podcasters. I'm going to play the clip